Okay, everyone, I think I finally found the perfect spot to record this information. Welcome back to my channel, by the way. To those of you who have not seen my conversation that I have posted yesterday with Alex Christoforou from the Duran, please check it out. The title was all about Russia, and it's a really, really great conversation, so I recommend you to watch. It's the previous video, before this video. And what I would like to tell you, because today it's not too cold, it's -4, but it's very strong wind, and that wind makes it not only hard to record for me, but also it's very, very cold. So let me tell you this. I was today in the bank, Raiffeisen Bank, where I have my account open here, as you know, and I will be transferring some money. I don't know if it will be from Polish account or American account. We see not big amount. It's more like to test it, how this works and how long it takes also. But just before I went to this bank, you know, there are no coincidences, it's always perfect timing. I came across this article that was posted very recently, I think yesterday, on Polish portal Rzeczpospolita, and that article speaks about Raiffeisen, and what it says is that this Austrian bank, Raiffeisen, has made 68% profits for entire group of Raiffeisen operating just here in Russia. So now what's gonna happen? White House, United States, Biden administration is looking into this bank. How is this possible that they were able to operate in spite of those sanctions, still using SWIFT? It's great timing because I knew about this article, so I asked the teller in the bank. I said, listen, so how this is going to look, you know, in the future, because I have an account with you guys, you know, and she said that this bank will turn into Russian bank if this will be the case, which doesn't look like, she said, that there will be any problem, but if there is any problem, they will be separating the Russian, those banks that are in Russia from Raiffeisen, and they will turn into Russian bank. So it looks like I should be fine with the account. I just want to tell you, like, let's not freak out, or like I'm not sending lots of money, which I don't have lots of money. But yeah, it's another thing, right? So the article will be down below this video, you can read it. 68% of the profit for the entire Raiffeisen company was just made here in Russia alone in 2022. Again, no coincidences. What a perfect segue, this exhibition of children's drawings for the soldiers. So the topic I want to talk about right now, and this is the article about how Polish people will react in case if there is a war, if they would participate in it or not. 1 second. Okay. Let me read this to you. I'm not sure if I'm going to read this entire article, although I have it at the front of me. But if not, you can find it down below this video as always. So let's get into it. In the event of war, only 1/5 of Poles would fight. If the war spilled out to our territory, 31% of the population would be able to do so. 1 second. Poles would flee to the west. 1/5 would fight, according to a study commissioned by War Research Laboratory in Ukraine, operating at the Pedagogical University of Kraków. It was carried out on February 8 to 10, 2023. So this is very recent, guys. Oops, 1 sec. The survey covered a group of 1,145 respondents over the age of 18. We feel a collective fear of war and the spillover of the conflict into Polish territory. We are afraid of losing the acquired resources, which is very stressful, says Professor Piotr Długosz, who has been studying its impact on Poles since the beginning of the war. Moment. The research shows that we are most afraid of rising prices and inflation. So 75% of people are the most afraid of rising prices and inflation in Poland. This is the statistic. Followed by the destruction of the state by the ruling camp, so the ruling party. 56% is afraid of the destruction of Poland by the ruling party. And intensification of anti-democratic activities by people in power, and that is 52%. One of the highest rates, which is 42%, concerns the increase in the wave of refugees from Ukraine to Poland and the fact that the war will move to Poland. I have this written down, so bear with me. Okay. As many as 38% of respondents indicated that they were afraid of the assault of immigrants on the Polish, borders with Belarus, and 37% of the increase in the reluctance and hostility of Poles to Ukrainian refugees. We are least afraid of the return of Szmowit pandemic and the increase of mortality, which is 25%. So you see, only 25% now are afraid of Szmowit to return, and deprivation of Polish sovereignty by European Union, 26%. So 25% is afraid that the flu will come back and that Poland will lose sovereignty because of EU. No? Only 26. And I think this is the last page. Yes, this is the last one, so bear with me. The attitude of Poles towards refugees from Ukraine is changing. 33% believe that Ukrainian refugees have a positive impact on our society. They learn the language, work and pay taxes. 34% indicated that Ukrainians are demanding, contributed to the increase of prices, use the benefits, and another 32% have no opinion. So now this is the end of the article. Very interesting study, very interesting research. I will say this from the last point. Well, the good news is that only 1/5 of Poles is like, I'm going to the war if it happens. So I'm telling you, like I told you before, that many young people will be like, no way, Jose, like they will be going to another country right away. But as far as this research about if people are becoming more and more concerned finally with the number of refugees, I don't think this is true statistic. Honestly, this 32% that had nothing to say, I think they have a lot to say, they just don't express it. So overall, in my opinion, I would say 2/3, my personal feeling, 2/3 of Polish, not so much for it, because they see the consequences of it, and they've realized it pretty fast after they allowed over 8 million people to enter Poland. So this is the article, everyone. I will try to record maybe a little bit sightseeing for you, but if not, I will put these two informations together. Hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, quick reminder, please join me on Locals. Follow me on Instagram. I would really appreciate if you do. And join my mailing list. Today I officially started the process of illustrating my book for children. And any donation that you give to me will go towards the work of my illustrator for the next book for kids. Lots of love, everyone, and hit that like if this video brings you any value. Bye guys.